Hey, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm Steve, the host for your... Hey, slow down. I'm your host for the RedHeaded Adventures, and we're down here on Walker Road, just off Highway 199. We're at the David and Cheryl Fezler Grove, and we're gonna go look at some redwood trees, and I'll show you around. There's ferns and plants and all sorts of stuff. While the agent's showing off the house, we've got some time, and we're gonna do some exploring. So, first tree right there. This is massive. All the way up there. Oh, man. So, there are two varieties of redwoods. They're the exact same tree, but different ecosystems. These are redwood trees. These are coastal. They get a lot of their water and moisture from the fog and the weather coming off the ocean. And the other variety is the sequoias. Now, even though they're the exact same tree, the only difference is the sequoias are landlocked. They don't have the coastal fog and stuff for rain. So, that's about the only difference between the two that I understand. But these trees are huge, massive. If you've never seen them, they're amazing. Some of the bigger ones, they pump something like 600 gallons up to the top, and they're so big that they actually create their own weather and ecos. So we'll take a look here, we'll look through the grove, and we'll look at some trees and some other stuff. All right, stick around. Okay, you can see a tree here. That is the root ball, and the tree has actually fallen, and it fell way up that way. Now, sometimes when these trees fall, they fall with such tremendous force that they actually will just break apart into pieces. Now, it got caught between those two trees up there, and it might look like the top's broken off. But that tree is far from being dead. The limbs on it will continue to grow on the tree and start growing in an upward direction, and will establish their own roots and become new trees. Even if you cut the tree off at the stump, then the stump itself will produce more shoots like the small one that's right there. That will become a tree all by itself. Not too often do these trees fall down because they have a root system that's a big ball. So let's see, there's some elderberries there. There's some ferns. There's another grove here. Oh man. It is overcast today, as well as it was yesterday, due to the fact that the valley, which is the Rogue Valley, Medford, Oregon, is experiencing some red flag warning heat waves. I believe they were 111 degrees yesterday. Insane. Hey, slow down. Taking the puppy for a walk. So, let's go take a look and explore some more. This is an old stump. It is absolutely a monster. So let's see, let's step it off here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, that is 12, about 12 feet across on this stump. And this is the tree that fell. As you can see, It split right down the middle. So a lot of times, like I said earlier, these trees, when they fall, they will just shatter. Awesome wood to make stuff with. Very much bug resistance. Oh, watch my sap. And they are very much fire resistant. All right, puppy, come on. And there you go, good girl. So these trees are very much fire resistant and bug resistant. Some of the best material ever to be building houses and stuff out of. And under select cutting and trimming, we can keep all these trees growing for the next generation or 2 or 3. These will live on beyond anybody. Oh man, look at the knots on that one. Let's go over here. That one there is all knotty up. Big old nodules. Man. Finds a mud puddle and has to walk through it, of course. She's a water dog, aren't you? Here is a picture of the massive root ball. And normally on a redwood tree, it's not a deep root. It just creates one giant ball of roots. And that's how it anchors itself down from all the weight going up. But as you can see, other plants and trees grow on top of it, creating its own eco. So you've got a berry bush growing up there, and you got a tree growing off the top there, another tree way up there, and then as you can see, the forest reclaims its own, and stuff grows all over the redwood. So the Simpson Reed Peterson Memorial Trail is 0.93 miles long, and here is the map where we are. And this is the ancient forest, 1,000-year-old redwoods, hemlock trees, huckleberries, red-legged frogs, rough-skinned newts, and other amphibians. All right, let's go take a walk down the trail. I'll show you something else that's really cool. It's this clover right here. We'll find a nice patch. Oh, there's a patch right there. Okay. So this clover, we call it sheep's clover. I don't know what the real name is for it, but that's sheep's clover. Now, you can eat these. They're really, really sour. So they're high in vitamin C, good nutrition. Ooh, yeah, that's sour. Wow. But you can eat them, just don't eat a whole lot. Because you eat too much of one thing, something bad can happen. But sheep's clover, really good, really sour. Another double root system. That's a big ball there. See all the other plants and trees growing on top. Another big ball. And that tree goes way down there. I can see another ball of roots in the distance. I just let this run while you walk down the trail here. Yeah, there you go. Not quite ripe yet. They'll turn purple. With these redwoods, they also can create their own ecosystem, and they can also create their own weather. It's just massive. Now I understand. I think we're going backwards on the trail, but that's okay. I understand there's only 2 places in the world where we have redwoods or sequoias, and one of them is here. Got a big old nodule off the side there. It's been a while since I've been down here. It's enormous. Of course, there's no, can't take anything, you can't metal detect. This is just for nature walk. Hey, come on, puppy. As you can see, when this tree fell, it shattered all into these pieces. Wow, you can really see this tree come down, crashed, and split up into pieces. They've had to trim a little bit out, looks like.
Hello.
Sit. Be good. No, be nice. When we get a bunch of redwoods that grow together, more than that, you get a bunch of them. I wonder if there's any one. We call them cathedrals because they usually grow in a circle around the center stump, and then they grow up huge, so you could have like half a dozen or a dozen trees in one spot. Another massive one over there. Huh. That one there's got some fungi. Okay, there's a cathedral right there. You can see a whole bunch of trees growing together, and they all grow up. That's a much older cathedral than most. See if we get a good shot over here. Well, not as many as I thought there would be, but yeah, they all grow up together in one spot. It's huge. Oh, here's a really good example of a cathedral. You've got a young one there on the side, you got some older ones in the middle, and they all in a big circle, and they all grow around the same spot. And they go all the way up there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 all growing off that one stump right there. That's a cathedral of redwoods. It is amazing. I hope you've enjoyed this little walk through the woods and the forest, seeing the beautiful redwoods and all the floral. It's just absolutely gorgeous through here. So behind me is a stump that's in my backyard. It's a pretty good sized stump. And you can see right here, that's a notch. And that's a notch, and those notches were cut into the redwood, and they would put what's called a springboard, which is roughly a 2x6 with a metal tip on it on the one end, which when they cut the notch, then you put the board into that notch, then you could stand on the board and then cut higher up. So right there. So this video turned out to be pretty long, so I'm gonna cut it into 2 parts. So this is the end of the first part, and I will put out the second part at a later time. So thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, come back for part 2. And thanks everybody for watching.